today's. Holy shit. Presented by Tubbs and Frankie. I don't know what the fuck that was, but it was supposed to be Australian, but it definitely went Southern USA at the end there. So that's tough. But hey, anyways, we got one hell of a weekend recap for you guys. Me and Frankie spent all of Saturday together, and then I took off on Sunday real early before he got up. He had to get his beauty rest, So we'll recap the golf, we'll recap the drinking, the partying, and then we'll get into our normal show here, Locks and Longshots, a little bit of MLB. Probably going to be a quick show this week. Not a lot to talk about with the playoffs just starting in NBA and NHL. We'll probably have a recap next week of some of the first-round matchups, but not much NBA because I haven't watched the lick of it, but I've been watching hockey. So we'll talk some hockey next week. And then we got some NFL news, nothing crazy, but we've got some thoughts to get out there. And then we're going to hit Guess Who. And we've got one hell of a top five today. So make sure you listen through because this top five is going to be hilarious, I think.
I'd put it in our top five of top fives.
Yeah. It's just it's a dumb argument I had last night at bowling. So I figured we could do it and it'd be fun. So then I'm going to finish this out with some roulette and we'll send you on a way to have a good weekend. So, Frankie, how was your weekend?
It was good minus the golfing. As you know, golfing did not go very swell for me. I think I jinxed it after the first drive of hole one.
Yep.
I took a drive and I said, it's going to be a good day. It indeed was not a good day. But no, golfing was fun on Saturday. We went out to the bars. It was great. Sunday, what did I do Sunday? I don't think I did much on Sunday, to be completely honest with you. And then jumping back to Friday, I went to the driving range on Friday night and tried to get ready, and it apparently did not help. So swing changes, it's been a long off season. We're still recovering. Working with the trainers, like I said last week. So hoping to fix that up before the next big round. Hopefully it goes better than the last one, which we'll get into later. But I'm sure I'm probably missing some big key event that happened other than golf. I guess I met Jake's girlfriend for the first time. That was pretty great. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I'm sure you'll touch on it. But how was your weekend?
I had one hell of a weekend, to be honest with you. I was on the flip side. I golfed very well on Saturday. But before we get into that, Friday I had some family come over and see the house for the first time. And then I had my dad and my mom. My mom painted my whole basement, and then me and my dad hung up my TV. We hung up a bunch of my posters and pictures and just all the stuff to finish off the basement. It's all set up now, good to go. And then just hung out with my girlfriend. By the way, she talks shit that we don't say our girlfriends' names. So
we had an entire segment called Paige's Picks. So
yes, but recently you've just been saying your girlfriend. So my girlfriend's name is Sydney. She came over, met the family, and then we hung out Friday night. And then Saturday, we went golfing, of course, went out to Grand Rapids. Went to the range early, and, man, we were hitting off the mats, but I felt good. I was hitting the ball well. Everything but the driver was going good. And then I didn't put too much stock into it, though, because I was hitting off a mat. And then the first hole, man, I four-putted the first hole for double bogey. So that was not fun, and it was literally the opposite. Your first hole was great. Mine was terrible. And then I ended up playing really well. I shot a 94, which is really good for me. I had a 44 on the front, right? 44 or 45?
I think it was a 45.
45 on the front, which is phenomenal for Jake. Loved that. And then I probably drank a little bit too much, and then I was too loose on the back. But it was a great day. I beat Frankie. I beat our friend Javi. Got a free beer out of it, and I'll get into it later, but I hit all my locks. I also hit every one of my overs except for fairways hits. That was the only one I missed. And then Sunday I had to leave early. I think I left your house at like 9:30, and I drove back, went shopping, and then I bowled in a fundraiser for my brother's football team. We won that, which is not surprising since our whole family bowls. and everybody else was not bowlers. And I bowled like shit too. It was funny. I bowled like a 170 in the game that counted towards the winner, and then I just bowled two-handed the rest of the time. But great weekend. Beat the shit out of you. Had a great time on the golf course. It was cool that your girlfriend got to go. She got to ride along, so our fourth dropped out. And then, I skipped over a whole part of the day on Saturday. I ended up, while I was on the golf course, I texted Sid, and I said, hey, do you want to come out and meet everybody? And she was like, I knew this was going to happen, because we were together Saturday morning. She's like, oh, I'm not doing anything, and all my friends are out of town. And she's like, I knew you were going to text me, and I was going to end up driving out there. So she drove out. We did some drinking at your place, and then we went out to the bars. That was fun. That was honestly probably the second most fun I've had out at the Grand Rapids bars. We went to a country bar. Yes. And it's definitely due to the fact that I had a girlfriend with me. That definitely increases the fun having.
The enjoyment, yeah.
Yep. But we went to a country bar, Back 40, if anybody knows, in Grand Rapids there. And I love country now. I don't know if anybody knows this about me. I used to hate country, and then Frankie converted me, and I love it.
I was going to say I converted you.
Yep. And the band out there was really good. They took a song request, or an artist request, I guess. And then I got to take a picture with a mom that had a shelf, like a goddamn bookshelf. Did you see that thing or no?
Yeah, I did.
I think I pointed it out to you. Yeah, so got some good drinking in, had a good night, and then, Sunday bowled, and that was about it. So, but let's get into the actual show. Enough about me. I guess you can tell I had a good weekend. I want to talk about it. But my locks, man, I went 2-0 last week on locks. We're up to 29-22 now. It's pretty good. What is that, 29? Let me see what that percentage is. 57%. So I want to get that up to 60. So last week we had the Dodgers
still winning,
money line.
but
We had the Dodgers money line on Wednesday against the Giants. That was juiced. It was minus 175. We just wanted a W. They won 10-5 easily. And then we took the under on my strokes. I shot a 94. It was under 1.5. Easy money. So then this week, I was watching hockey, and I'm getting a feeling. All right, we're going hockey for both my lock and my long shot this week. We got Stars money line on Wednesday versus the Wild. I believe that was minus 130, but they were in control of the game all game last night, and then they blew it at the end, and the Wild won in overtime. So take the Stars. They're playing great. They're playing physical, and the Wild they'll screw it up. So long shots, however, I did not birdie. That was the funny part about my round. I shot a 94 with no birdie. I had one triple bogey, and that's why I shot so good, because everything was just bogey, double bogey, and I had a couple pars. But so long shots, 14-32. But we're gonna get it back this week. The Oilers, man, they played so good last night, and then I went to bed, and they blew it. They were up 3-1 with 10 minutes to go, and they allowed a goal with like 5 minutes left, and then they allowed an empty netter, went to overtime, and lost to the Kings. So our long shot this week, we're gonna take the Oilers minus 1.5. It's plus 175. Love that line. They're at home still. Take the Oilers, man. They're playing good hockey. They just got to not choke. So see you next week with 2 more W's, hopefully. What do you got?
So I had a tough week on bets last week. I didn't win a single one. For my locks, I'm now 10-7-1. I had the Warriors +1 on Saturday against the Kings. They ended up losing by 3. It was just kind of a wild game. We actually kind of watched like the last 2 minutes at the bar a little bit. At least I did. I don't know if anybody else was really paying attention, but
I was watching a little bit.
Warriors ended up losing by like 3. Didn't cover the +1. And then I had myself minus 2.5 versus Jake. Obviously, like I said, I played like shit, so Jake beat me there. This week, we have the NFL draft coming up. I'm going to go with under 4.5 quarterbacks taken in the first round. And this is actually minus 138. And at first when I saw it, I really thought about taking the over, because between Bryce Young and CJ Stroud and Anthony Richardson and Will Levis, like, there's a lot of names up there.
Yep, but that's only.
But once you get past 4 of them, then I kind of start to lose it. So I think there might be 4 taken, and I don't think we get to that 5th one. I also think we might get 4 in like the first 5 picks.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be real rapid, and it'll be a sweaty one, but it'll be a fun one.
I think.
And then I'm going to go.
Hold on. I think that's a good bet, because I was thinking about it, and those 4 quarterbacks, like you said, they're going to go quick. But then after that, you get teams that don't really need one, and there isn't really one. Like, you got Hendon Hooker, and that's it. And I think he's projected to go early second right now, but he just had that ACL tear, so that's scary. But
looking at
that'll hit. I like that.
Looking at the draft order, mind you, the draft isn't for another 9 days, 3 hours, 34 minutes, and 14 seconds at this point.
Oh, it's next week. I thought it was this week.
Yes. No. But we have Carolina at 1. They're going to take a quarterback. Houston at 2. I think they probably take a quarterback. I think Arizona probably passes at 3. Indy at 4 takes one.
Yep.
So that's 3 off the board in the first 4. Seattle at 5. I don't think they will. Detroit probably won't at 6.
Nope.
Vegas and Atlanta at 7 and 8. Maybe?
Vegas got Jimmy G. They won't. Atlanta has...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Atlanta's a maybe.
Yeah. And then Chicago, no. Philly, probably not. No.
Definitely not.
Absolutely not. 11, Tennessee, maybe.
Yep.
Houston again at 12. They're going to take one at 2, so why would they take one again at 12? Jets, they're going to have Aaron Rodgers. New England at 14.
Maybe. New England might trade up. I've been hearing a lot about that.
I can maybe see New England, maybe Washington. And after that, it's like Tampa, Baltimore, I guess, if Lamar's gone. Minnesota, maybe. But I just don't really see many other teams.
A lot of those teams you're saying maybe to, they have a guy, and they're not going to take a backup in the first round. So
exactly.
I think that's a good bet.
And then for my other lock, I'm adding a second one. Going the Vegas Knights to win the series. They are up against the Winnipeg Jets. The Knights won their conference. Or not their conference. They won their, is it divisions or conference in hockey? Yeah. So they won their division for like the 4th time in a row. And I don't watch a ton of hockey, but the Knights are my team. I'm going to ride with them. They're going to win the series. Longshots, I am 3 and 18. Like I said, had a tough week. My money line lost. My over 5.5 alcoholic drinks, unfortunately, lost. I was through 3 through the first 9, and then I started to play like shit, which maybe it was because I had the drinks in me. Who knows? I ended up getting 2.5. I didn't get over the 5.5, so that was a tough loss. This week, though, I am adding 2 more draft long shots. And these are honestly some of my favorite long shots I've had in a long time that I could actually see hitting. I'm adding 2 for the same player just because I see this guy getting picked somewhere in this range. I'm going Anthony Richardson, number 2 overall at plus 2,000, and Anthony Richardson, number 4 overall at plus 350. So that means if he gets picked by Houston at number 2, it's plus 2,000, and if he gets picked by Indy at 4, that's plus 350.
I think that's the 4th overall is a great pick. The number 2, I don't know, but
yeah, I mean, I've just seen a lot of talk about Richardson, and everybody loves him. And I feel like if any team is going to make the quote-unquote mistake to pick Anthony Richardson over C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young, then I think Houston's probably the team to do that.
It's definitely going to be the team that lost the number 1 overall pick because they won the last week of the year, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would love to hit a plus 2,000 long shot. That'd be electric, to say the least.
Electric.
It'll be fun. I'm probably going to throw out a couple random props throughout the week here and maybe into next week with the draft coming up next week. But, yeah, that's what I got for this week at least.
All right. Let's get right into MLB because I got to get something off my chest. First, we'll start with the Tigers are on a 4-game win streak. It's technically a 5-game win streak because one of their games against the Giants got postponed, so I'm marking that one as a W.
Did you mark today's?
I did add that in there. They
doubleheader win. Okay.
They just beat the Guardians today with a walk-off. That's now 3 walk-offs in a row. They beat the Blue Jays, the first 2 of the series of the Giants, and then the Giants wins. They were both walk-offs in the 11th inning. And they got bailed because, who was it? VR? Does he play for the...
Yeah. Yep, David
Did
VR.
you see that?
Different VR, but...
So it was bottom of the 11th, and Tigers had the runner on second. Grounder to VR, and the guy on second ran to third. VR had no shot, and he threw it to third. So then we had runners on first and third. It's like, what are you doing? Take the force at first. You had no chance getting the guy at third. So, anyways, let's see. Technical. Okay, and then I put a rant in here. So I made this document when I was at work today. On lunch today, I wrote it up. And I'm just going to read it word for word what I said. I got really heated. So here we go. This is a reading with Jake. Javy Baez was the biggest waste of money ever. Just like I predicted the day it was announced he signed. He can't hit, he can't count, he can't run bases, and his fielding isn't even special. Is it possible to get rid of his contract by paying him workers' comp? Because he looks disabled out there. Sorry, that might have been across the line. Did you see what happened with that dumb fuck?
Yes, the flyout where he took off to third and then just started jogging because he thought there was 2 outs.
Yes, so he thought there was
and
2 outs.
And then his reasoning
Yep.
was because he was hitting sixth.
Yes. And
I'm not sure how that adds up.
It doesn't. It doesn't at all. It's just the dumbest shit. And then I don't know if it was the same game because I'm not watching the games, but there was another situation where he pimped a double and it could have easily been a triple. And it's just a stupid look, man. You're making us look bad. And he's not good. He was trash last year.
To make things worse, if he was hitting third versus sixth, I don't know about you, but baseball has 3 outs.
Right.
So, regardless, it's kind of the same situation. Either you were hitting third or you were hitting third in the inning.
I think he was trying to take a shot at Hinch. Like, I was batting sixth. Like, put me at third, blah, 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 whatever. It's just not a good look that you didn't own up to it and say, yeah, that was my bad. I mean, shit happens all the time where people don't know the outs, and it's really not that big of a deal. It's just the fact that he didn't take accountability for it. Like, own up to it, man.
He did go 1 for 4 today in the first game.
Yeah, like
2 RBIs, only 1 strikeout.
That's fine, good, dandy. But just own up to it once in a while.
Yeah, I saw something the other day. I was looking back on his stats. I think I saw it on Twitter. So, mind you, I guess in his time in Chicago, like his rookie year, he played 52 games. Then he played 28 in 2015. I'm assuming he was injured that year. Mm-hmm. 142, 145, 160, 138. Then he played 59, a combined 130. Oh, I guess 59 was COVID year. A combined 130 in 2021, 144 in 2022, and 15 so far this year. So I guess it's a little bit better than I thought. I was going to say, like, he doesn't play full seasons, which he has for the most part other than COVID year and an injury in 2015. But since he left the Cubs, I guess even when he was at the Cubs, he's a career 259 hitter. Like, that's not anything special.
Right.
And last year he hit 238. When he was at the Mets, he hit 299. So that's the best he ever had in his career. I don't know. He strikes out a ton. He hasn't hit for more than, I guess he hit for 22 home runs in 2021. But he's not a huge power hitter. Strikes out a ton. Doesn't hit for average. Like,
and
he's basically a smaller Joey Gallo that plays shortstop, but is also a defensive liability now.
Right. And he used to make those flashy plays, and he was a great fielder, and yeah, great. Oh, no. He's bad. He's not good. And honestly, like, I shouldn't say he's bad. He's below average. And we were paying him all this shitload of money for this long-ass amount of time. And it's just, if he never picks it up, it's going to be a laughing stock.
I just think he got overhyped. Like, I fucking hate Javier Baez because of his time with the Cubs, and just, like, he was that flashy guy that played for the Cubs. So he was, like, the guy that I hated the most. But,
right,
like, looking at his WAR, he was a 3-WAR player in 2016. Great. A 2-WAR player in 2017. Great. And then he had a 6-WAR and a 4-WAR season in 2018 and 2019. After that, he hasn't had a season above 2.
I don't even know what WAR is,
Just like
so this means nothing to me.
wins above replacement.
Oh,
so
okay.
like
I do know that. Okay.
yeah, it's like versus a replacement player. The best he was six wins above replacement, which is really good. But other than that, he hasn't had a season above like 2.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Which, okay.
Get him out of there, put me at short, and pay me 80% of what he's making.
Give me 20%, I'd be happy.
Did I say 80%? I meant 80% less than what he's being paid.
Oh, yeah, so 20%.
Yeah, we're saying.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, let's move on
good.
because the Tigers don't deserve this much time to talk. The Rays did end up losing. I don't think they had lost on our last episode yet.
No, I did bet on them the day they lost. I took their money line that day. Mm-hmm. It was tough.
They're still undefeated at home, though, and they still look like the best team in baseball, in my opinion. The Braves look very good too, and the Brewers even look decent. But I'm not.
I'm a little worried about Tampa's injuries, I guess you could say. I feel like Tampa's very known for just having like Tyler Glasnow, Shane McClanahan, Nick Anderson, all these pitchers that just get injured year after year after year.
Mm-hmm.
And now they just lost Jeffrey Springs, their best pitcher, for probably 6 weeks due to, I believe it was a shoulder or a forearm injury. And like, granted, they usually find some diamonds in the rough. Taj Bradley, I shouldn't call him a diamond in the rough. He was one of their top prospects. But he's going to come up and probably be a stud now. But it's just like, can they stay healthy? That's my biggest question with the Rays. And it seems like it is always a question with them. But they are exciting. I do like to watch them. I hope that they continue playing as well as they have to start the year because it's not like we see a lot of teams do what they've done. I just hope they stay healthy. As far as the Brewers, you mentioned that they've been pretty good. They are 12-5. I keep talking about the rookies. I would say the rookies are starting to lose a little bit of the excitement and luster that came in the first week and a half, which I guess that's probably to be expected because they came up and they just showed out. Joey Weimer hasn't been amazing. We should probably send him down for a little bit. Bryce Trang has been great. We just aren't playing him every day, which I'm not really sure why. And then Garrett Mitchell. Garrett Mitchell's been weird. He's striking out a lot more than I thought. And I have him in fantasy, so I kind of feel the effects a little bit more. He's striking out at like 30% of the time, which is very high. Like that's a little bit under Javy Baez range, but yeah, I would say that the excitement isn't at full-fledged levels like it was, but no, it's still been a blast. It's been a little worrisome the last week. We did lose Woodruff to a shoulder strain. Looks like he'll be out for quite a while. And then Corbin Burns actually got hurt yesterday.
Oof.
I don't know if you know this, but we were playing the Mariners. He threw a pitch, and he usually throws his slider like 90, 92, and he threw a slider at 83 miles an hour.
Yikes.
And it was a pop-up for, I believe Julio Rodriguez hit it. But he popped it up to the outfield. And right away, Burns signaled to the bullpen. Come to find out, it was just a pec strain on his opposite throwing side, which is good.
How does that even happen?
Yeah, it was, I don't know, he threw it and then he followed through and right away he grabbed his chest.
Huh.
And everyone's like, fuck. And I was like, dude, it's probably just a pec strain. He'll be okay in a couple weeks. But it is a little worrisome that we are now 3 weeks into the season, and we've lost 2 of our top 3 pitchers for potentially a little bit of time. And I don't know, injuries throughout the league have been horrible already. We've seen so many freaking pitchers getting injured, probably because of the pitch clock. And just, yeah, I don't know. It's not, pitching hasn't been good in general, so it's not like we can just go out and trade for a pitcher and hope that he's good.
Right.
So
well, it's all the pitch clock. That's why pitching's been so bad.
There's just been so many changes. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't care because games are more enjoyable. I'm still watching baseball. What are we 3 weeks in now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still watching games when I sit down. Now I'm watching probably hockey more, but when I sit down and I have dinner or I'm chilling at the end of the night, I'm not even watching Netflix anymore. I'm putting on baseball. It's crazy. I don't do that, but the games go quick. There's action because the pitchers, their command is not as good with all this short time between pitches and all that whatnot. But
yeah, they're getting rushed and stuff.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm surprised we really haven't seen any like detrimental pitch clock violations. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how in spring training we were seeing like a couple games finished on pitch clock violations? Yeah, we haven't seen anything like that yet, which there was actually a very questionable one for the I shouldn't say questionable. There was a very close call for the Brewers. It was a 3-2 count the other day against the Padres. We're up 1-0. Bases loaded, Trent Grisham, bottom of the ninth. And the pitch clock hit 1, and Devin Williams started to pitch. Just fed him a meatball, and Trent Grisham didn't swing, and everyone's like, yikes. Like, that was it's a little bit close, because then it would have been a tie game and bases loaded yet. So, yeah, I haven't seen any huge issues with it. I think it's been pretty smooth. I love the fact that the action is up and the hitting is up and base running has gone wild, so that's been awesome. Just the injuries and the lack of pitching kind of sucks. Also, Jacob deGrom possibly injured again. Shocker.
Saw that.
Like last night, Jacob deGrom, Hunter Green, Corbin Burns, plus you figure Woodruff injured, Tristan McKenzie injured. I'm just thinking of names that mostly are on my fantasy team and big names, but like all of those guys already injured, and I don't know, kind of worrisome a little bit, but yeah, Travis d'Arnaud, don't really care. Giancarlo Stanton, not that it matters with pitching, but yeah, so a lot of injuries so far. That's my big worry right now.
Yeah, fuck, I'll keep watching. I don't care. It's a long
if
season
you had to
too.
pick,
Like it might get worse.
I'm gonna do this right now. If you had to pick a World Series winner right now,
I'm gonna say the Yankees. They finally do it.
Wow. I'm still sticking with the Padres just because I think they're the most well-rounded team. Also, Fernando Tatis is about to absolutely run this league.
He's back
for anybody that, he's back Thursday. For anybody that doesn't know, he was on a minor league rehab stint the last couple weeks. I think he played 12 games and he hit 8 home runs, including 6 of them in 3 days. A three home run game followed by a 2 home run game followed by a solo nuke shot the third day. So he hit over 500 in his 12 games. He's coming back on Thursday. He's going to absolutely run this league, and it's going to be so exciting. I don't care how roided he is right now. It's going to be great.
All right, let's get into our One Piece NFL news, and then we can hit the fun stuff and get out of here. I mean, the top 5 is going to take a minute, though. I better not rush us here. Jalen Hurts signed a fat contract. I don't remember the specifics. It was a big contract. He definitely deserves it. Pretty cool that a second-round pick is getting that kind of money. But I had a gripe about highest-paid player in NFL history. I'm sick of hearing it. You hear it every year. Every year.
Literally every year.
The NFL keeps making more money, so the teams are able to pay him more money to keep him. And it's just every year we get 1 or 2 highest-paid player in NFL history. So my question for you was, do you think it will ever mellow out or dip? Do you think there will ever be, Jalen Hurts is the highest-paid player in NFL history because viewership went down and now ticket sales are down and, they won't get back to it? You know what I mean? Or do you think it'll just keep going up and every year we'll have another highest-paid player?
I think eventually they're going to have to put a salary cap on things.
Mm-hmm.
Or...
Well, there is a salary cap. Each team has a salary cap.
Yeah, I guess. But you know how the NBA has the
luxury tax?
The NBA has the supermax. That's the highest you can get paid.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the NFL will eventually come to something like that. Or the only way it's going to dip is if the NFL fucks up so badly, or like a new league comes out and it's better than the NFL, which I don't foresee happening because the NFL has been around for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's just a huge financial crisis in which the entire fucking planet loses a shit ton of money. That's the only way.
Wood. I couldn't handle that right now. Oh, man. Yeah.
That's the only way I could see a dip happening outside of them putting a max salary cap on contracts.
I agree.
Like what the NBA does.
I agree. Well, that's your NFL news.
Do you think, hold up, do you think Hurts is worth being paid, being the highest paid player in the NFL?
I don't think he should make more than Mahomes, but with the way money's being thrown around, he's a top 5 quarterback. But
I agree.
I think it's just based on how things have gone with the league still making money, and the Eagles have the room for it. They want to keep him. They don't want a Lamar Jackson situation. So,
I agree. I do think players are starting to get maybe a little bit greedy.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit. But
yeah, I don't think
I don't think it's going to stop.
I don't think the highest paid player in the NFL right now is the best player in the NFL right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still think Mahomes is so far ahead.
I agree.
Oh, looks like my document froze, so give me a second here. Oh, there it is. Guess who?
It's your guess who.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go ahead.
No.
So
you're guessing mine.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay, all right. I'm going to remove one of these blocks.
Okay, so I can see games, rushing, receiving, total yards. So it's a running back.
Well, do you see the awards now?
I do see it now.
Okay, all right.
So
Frankie's looking at, he can't see years or anything, but right now he's seeing that he led the league in one of his years with 2,500 yards from scrimmage. He won Offensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
And the year before, he won Rookie of the Year. And he was
seventh in MVP.
Second in Rookie of the Year and 7th in MVP. And then he won Offensive Player of the Year the next year. And then he was in the Pro Bowl the year after that. And then he slowly declined and had a short career. Throw out a guess.
What are the odds that I get this on the first one?
I'd be impressed. There's a chance.
Peyton Hillis.
No. Good guess, though. Good guess. Let's see here. Where does this one go? Okay, do I want to show you all?
Here, I'll look away so you can
No, you're good.
mess around with it if need be.
Okay, it froze again. Hang on. Bear with me here. God damn it. Click the block that's covering receiving and rushing stats and remove that since I can't.
All right. So, okay. So they played every game for their first.
And now you're also seeing that in his second year where he won Offensive Player of the Year, he had 2,000 rushing yards and averaged 125 yards per game. So Frankie's looking at a guy that had one hell of a fucking year.
This can't be Derrick Henry. No. This is an older player because it fell off.
Mm-hmm.
No. I was going to say Adrian Peterson, but there would be a big rebound.
You know what's funny is I was going to do Adrian Peterson today, but I didn't. I thought of this guy while I was finding his snapshot. You want to throw a guess out, or do you want me to remove another block?
Let's go long 90. Okay. Wasn't really. Let's get rid of another block.
Okay. I believe this is
2,000
just career
yard
stats
rushers.
here.
There's not many.
This is just career stats at the bottom. Doesn't really help you much. I'm going to give you numbers, and we'll see if that helps you here. There you go. There's his numbers.
Oh, fuck, that doesn't help because I said Adrian Peterson.
It's not Adrian Peterson.
No, I know, but he's number 28.
Mm-hmm.
Then he changed to 21. What the hell? 23.
I think you're going to feel dumb when you find out who it is.
It's not Christian McCaffrey, is it?
No. Do you want a hint, or do you want me to just keep removing? Here, let's get rid of this
keep
one.
removing.
Bottom. Oh, I don't know if I can remove that one. Shit.
The bottom left?
Yeah. It won't let me click it for some reason. God damn it.
I can't click it.
Damn it. Here, let me see if I can just move it up. Alright, there we go. Hang on.
Well, there's like very few 2,000-yard rushers. That's the thing. Oh,
Hang on.
can I scroll up?
Yep, scroll up. Oh, I probably messed up your guess who, so I'm not looking at it. But now you can
No,
see
you
everything.
didn't.
I took it all away because we're taking too long here. You got the years, you got the teams. And
Okay, so 2008 to 2017, played for Tennessee, and then New York for a year. Is this Chris Johnson?
Yes, sir. Chris Johnson.
CJ.
CJ 2K. I thought you
2K.
might get it when you saw 2,000 yards.
Yeah, I should have.
Check your guess who. I think I got screwed up, but I didn't see anything.
No, it did not.
Okay, all right. So, yes, it was Chris Johnson. 2,000 yards rushing in a single year.
Is he the only
No, there's a couple people that have done it,
2000?
but he's the most
I was
recent.
going to say, there's a couple, right?
Couple that have done it, but he's the most recent. But I think 2,500 yards from scrimmage is the NFL record. I thought maybe when you saw 2,000 yards, you'd throw out CJ 2K, but all right.
For some reason, that didn't come to my head until I saw Tennessee and then New York for some reason. I don't know why seeing New York made me think of that.
Okay.
But
I'm ready for my guess.
all right. Let's start with, let me see how far back I want to go.
I'm not looking at it, so you can do whatever.
Okay, let's go here. Do you want... No, I'm actually not even going to give you a hint.
Okay. So we've got
So you can
passing.
see yards.
Yep.
Yep.
This is a quarterback.
Yards per attempt, touchdowns, interceptions, and rate.
I'm looking at a 3-year career. And they were good their last year. Nah, this can't be. All right, I'm going to throw out a name, but I don't think it's correct. Andrew Luck.
No.
Okay. All right. The 4 yards in his rookie years thrown me off. But then he came back with 2,200 and 2,900 his last year. No, can't be that. But you're not
I will
showing-
say there's... Huh?
I think it's a mobile quarterback because, damn, a 176 passer rating? I think it's a mobile quarterback because he didn't do rushing. Can't be. Ooh.
Actually... Yeah, I won't give you any more. Okay, ready?
Yeah, take some more away.
Okay, look away because I don't know how far I want to go with this.
All right, go ahead.
Okay,
Man,
we'll go...
3-year career as a quarterback?
All right, we'll go right to there.
All right. 2 games. He didn't even play a full season? All right, so this might be a really old quarterback because, damn. 2,200 yards in 11 games and 2,900 yards in 12 games? So this guy had a 3-year career, correct? Like, this isn't like you cropped it?
This is the stats that we're given.
What the fuck?
I'm going to let you know that it is an outside of the box pick, but you will know who this player is. It was a very well-known player, actually.
I'll throw out a guess, but I think I'm going to need the teams there. RG3?
No.
No.
So between Andrew Luck, RG3, and this quarterback, there is one very big thing that's common between them.
They won the
and that
Heisman. It's
is
Ryan
that-
Leaf.
No.
Damn it.
I didn't even think of that, but that was... Okay. I'll give you more here. Let's see. Let's just give you all of it now.
Oh, it's college stats. God damn it. You fucker. Oh, my God.
I was going to say they were all very good college quarterbacks.
2002 through 04, Utah. Utah quarterback. I can't believe I didn't think of that when I saw the amount of games played. God damn it.
I thought you would.
Utah quarterback. 02 to 04. Utah quarterback. Oh, man. I'm drawing blanks here. I don't want to get it wrong. I've never not gotten one. Well.
So he was... I'll tell you where he was drafted.
In what round?
Oh, well,
or what team?
Yes. I'll tell you the round
okay.
and the pick. And then
in the 2004 draft.
After that, I'll give you the team.
You might not need to. Hang on. I'm thinking. In the 04 draft, which was probably the same one as Rodgers. But it's not Aaron Rodgers because he went to Cal. So who was drafted above Rodgers in 04? All right, never mind. Give me what round he was drafted.
So he was drafted in the first round.
Yep.
Number 1 overall.
First overall pick in 2004, and I can't even think of it?
Once I give you the team, you're going to get it.
04. Utah. Think Utah. Probably had a little mullet.
Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be drafted by this team.
Oh, okay. So. Oh. Got it. Nice. Alex Smith.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. God damn. That was bad on my end, but good
yeah,
pick.
So
Guess who? That's a good one.
I did it because I wanted to kind of touch on the fact that there will 100% be players that you 100% forget about in college and they'll be studs in college, and then they'll get drafted, and they'll just be mediocre. Alex Smith, one of those guys.
Yeah, he had a good career, except for, the whole leg thing. But,
yeah, when you said he was mobile, I kind of almost made a joke. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into this top 5 so we don't run long here. Good one, though. So the top 5 that I got you all excited for is the top 5 wild animals we would want on our team as an interior defensive lineman.
Wild.
Yeah, so I randomly texted this to Frankie because I remember we were talking about this at bowling last night, probably while we lost the championship, but that's fine. And it got heated. We probably won't argue much because we don't have a lot of time, but and sorry if I'm rushing. I got to go to dinner at my girlfriend's parents. So, but your number 5 wild animal you would want on your team as an interior defensive lineman.
This might be a little low, but I'm gonna go a rhino at number 5.
I'm starting to notice that I missed a lot on my list, but I have some variety.
Oh, we're both gonna miss a lot. Oh, yeah, so do I. I have one that you're never gonna think of.
I think that's a great pick, and it's definitely too low, but it's not even on my list. So. But I definitely just didn't even think rhino. That didn't even come up when we talked about it last night somehow. We kind of
I feel like the top 2 are pretty universsul, I think.
No, definitely not my number 2. You're gonna call me an idiot until I defend it. But that's a good pick. I'm not gonna talk shit about it. You just gotta watch that horn. You could get a lot of penalties. So my number 5, I went with a honey badger.
See, I thought about taking either a honey badger or a regular badger at number 5, but I think they might be a little small.
That's my only worry, and that's why it's at 5. But it's quick. You need that quick guy, and guess what? I don't know if we're supposed to be going up against animal offensive linemen, but the way I thought of it was other animals. A honey badger is quick, and it'll get under whatever, and it's right to the quarterback. So I like.
Yeah, I did think about that too.
All right, you're number 4.
There might be some illegal tackles with the honey badger, but
yeah, that's true.
My number 4.
Yep.
I'm kind of sticking on the trend of the rhino. I'm going with a.
Oh.
Big guys that'll push through the line.
No, we talked about that one last night. I don't like that pick.
No way, dude.
Slow.
A moose is huge,
Too
and those
slow.
things. Who cares?
Are you just trying to use it as a Vince
so
Wilfork, clog it up for the other guy?
Well, that would work.
Because a moose isn't getting.
But I wasn't. I was just thinking the fact that they're powerful. They're gonna push through no matter what. That's a wrecker.
Yeah,
Somebody that's gonna blow up that line.
All right, I'll let it slide, but I don't like it.
You don't have to be a great tackler to be a good D end. or even a nose tackle.
It's just
you just gotta.
It's just D tackles, interior defensive linemen.
Yeah, you don't have to be a great tackler.
Okay.
You just got to be able to blow up that line and
That's true.
Maybe run into the quarterback.
Yep. All right. My number 4, a grizzly bear. Easy.
Way too low.
Too low? Okay.
This is on my list. Yeah.
Well, wait till you see my number 2. You're probably gonna freak the fuck out, but I had to put grizzly bear.
My number
4.
3, you're gonna freak a little out.
All right. Let's hear your number 3 then, because I feel like grizzly
My number
bear is
3.
just, you don't even have to argue it.
My number 3 is a giant Pacific octopus.
That's a horrible pick, dude. They don't play
Give me 8
football
legs.
underwater. You idiot.
Give me 8 legs.
No.
Whoop whoop. Slapping the ball out of the air. You're gonna get those D-line picks. You can just
wouldn't
reach
be able
around.
To move, Frank. You'd be dead by the end of the first quarter.
No. You can just reach around the fucking offensive lineman with one of your 8 legs, tentacles, and stick your fucking suckers to the helmet.
No.
Or to the chest.
It would
not
die.
a face mask, because that would be a face mask.
It would die in pregame warm-ups. It wouldn't even make the opening kick.
Nope.
It can't be.
Give
out
it
of
a helmet
water.
with
I
some
did
water
no
in it.
water. Oh, what? Now
Give it
it's
like an
sandy cheeks?
astronaut's helmet.
No, it's the
yeah, like
opposite
an
of sandy
astronaut's
cheeks.
helmet. Exactly.
Oh,
Yep.
No, bad
8
pick.
tentacles.
Horrible
That thing
pick.
is just gonna wrap up the quarterback, and boom.
All right, number 3, a lion. Yeah,
Okay.
100%. Don't even have to argue. Don't
Okay.
defend it. It's a lion.
It's all right. It's an okay
You
pick.
took a fucking octopus. If we were still doing voting, I would have wiped you this week. You took an octopus. Wow,
Dude, I'm telling you, 8 tentacles.
we'll see what you think about number 2. All right, what's your number 2?
Grizzly bear.
Okay, great pick. Love it.
Huge, great pick. Yeah.
All right,
Quick.
are you ready for my
Ferocious.
number 2? My number 2 is pretty quick. Are you
I
ready?
feel like this is gonna be horrible.
A cheetah.
Nope.
Yes, dude. Are
Nope.
you kidding me? The cheetah could literally, he could let the ball get snapped, back up, and then run and jump over the line. He's on the quarterback every time. I'm putting my cheetah at number 2, and it's gonna be right there with my number 1, and we're not losing a fucking game.
No,
Or,
the cheetah
guess
should only
what?
be one of 2 spots on the field, and that's either wide receiver or running back.
No,
Cheetah's
you
not
can't.
used for defense.
Cheetahs can't catch.
Okay, so then it's a running back.
Cheetahs can't hold a ball. They have no thumbs.
It's called mouth.
No, man. Listen,
Think-
if
You think a moose or a
the
rhino?
offensive line catches on to him backing up and jumping over every time, guess what? He's going right under him, too. So fast. I want a cheetah at all 11 positions. I don't care.
Nope.
You're number 1. Let's hear it.
I think that's a bad pick. The only one that deserves to be a number 1, and I think you might agree with this one.
I hope so. 'Cause
Silverback
there's a
gorilla.
Yes, yep. Mine, too.
Okay.
Number 1 without a doubt.
Yep.
Silverback gorilla. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just...
Opposable thumbs. It's
Fucking
basically
yes.
human on steroids.
It's literally Aaron Donald, but on crack, steroids, smelling or bath salts. What else? What are the bad
Yeah.
drugs? It's not fentanyl.
Meth.
Yep.
No,
He's just out
that makes
there
you
just-
sleepy, I think.
He's just out. See, we're not drug guys. We don't know. But he is just Gorilla's out there fucking shit up. You put a cheetah next to him, we're not losing a game. That gorilla's
I
literally
bet if you
taking
put
his two
an
big
octopus
ass-
out there with a gorilla,
No way, dude.
that'd be one
No
mean
way,
D-line.
dude. That octopus pick was out of fucking pocket.
No, I think actually if I were going to put an octopus on a football team, I'd probably throw him at like corner
Or safety.
Or safety.
Yeah. If you actually
Or even wide
found-
receiver, maybe.
If you actually found a way to get a little helmet on it so it could actually play the game, not a bad pick. But it has to.
So
be
I don't know if
safety.
you've seen videos of an octopus moving. They're pretty quick.
Yes, underwater on a football field, grass, turf. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Well, all right. Let's
We'll
wrap
never
this
know,
puppy up
actually.
with some roulette. I love that. That was fun. I'll try to come up with more stupid ones like that. That was good. Anything you want to say while I'm loading up roulette here? We're going to do 5 numbers. I'm going to let you choose 3 if you want to write them on the spreadsheet there so I can just punch it in.
I officially signed in my apartment in Memphis this last week, so I'm excited for that. This weekend I'm going to IKEA to do some shopping.
Nice. Love IKEA.
Looking at some furniture for the apartment. So big things coming. How many numbers do I get?
You get 3 numbers.
Okay, we're going to go 23,
Mm-hmm.
12,
Hurry up. It's going. right now.
and 30.
30, boom. I took 0 and 29. IKEA's great. I love IKEA. I'm going to. It's not confirmed yet, so hopefully the plans don't fall through. But I'm supposed to be going to see Luke Combs. Got a last-second invite for Saturday. I'm very excited about that. Your Lightning numbers: 19, 28, 34. Nothing that we have.
Great, lovely.
We're looking for a 0. I'd love to hit 0 once. Oh, landed right on 0. 35. Not a winner this week. Anyways.
Dude.
What do you mean, dude? We hit last week.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not going to complain.
I just want to get back in that run, you know?
Yeah, every week for like a month. That was great.
Yeah.
With some Lightning numbers, too.
It was like 7 in a row.
Yeah, that was good times.
We were just expecting
every
to
week,
hit
everybody.
every week.
Let's hit some tanks, adore some tutties, and we'll see you next week. Did you say peace?
Oh, no.
You just froze.
No. Yeah.
Did you say peace?
Did you
or
wrap
no?
it up?
I did.
No. Did you stop recording?
No, I'm still rolling.
Oh.
All right, let's do our outro now.
Okay.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Let's hit some tanks, adore some tutties. We'll see you next week.
Peace.